Hey guys, welcome to another segment where I show you a little bit of what I'm doing with editing and in terms of how my editing process is. Here today we have another video from Cheeseaholic. Again, go check him out, Cheeseaholic on YouTube. I'll have his link down below as well. The the thing that I wanted to do with this video is kind of showcase kind of my skills, I guess my skills in editing, but also show you my kind of process and what I do when it comes to editing someone else's work. Now in this video, what I have is that I have about 4 or 5 clips that I have to go through in order to actually know what the whole premise of the whole video is, and then make the video out of that. So in the entire process of the video took an hour and 20 minutes. Roughly would have been an hour and a half, maybe even more, 2 hours. But I know how Cheeseaholic works in terms of what content that he likes. So the video took pretty quick, only because I have a lot of the things that I need already templated. I have a template for a lot of what he does, and a lot of the stuff that he needs for his videos. I have already in my project essentially. So without further ado, let's go through the video. Currently the video is playing at 600% speed, so it's going faster than it should. So the entire video is at least 15 minutes on top of with this one. So you can kind of see what I did, and I'll go through it a little bit so you guys can kind of understand. So the beginning of the video, he kind of introduces himself. So I just kind of have the little introduction come in playing in, and that way that he's able to, it's able to introduce him. And what he did was he had a little introduction to what he's explaining, and kind of like he's explained the whole premise of the video in the very beginning. So you can kind of see me going through where his ums and his silences are, and just removing all of that right away, enabling for the video to kind of have no pauses, and no forms of distraction. You have those type of things in your videos, and it kind of takes away from what you're trying to do in terms of presentation, right? So again, he's explaining his stuff, and this is the part where I don't know exactly where videos need to be. So I grab the parts that I need to grab and just work on it. So this part, I had a little problem with the dip to black, and it wasn't really centered. So it was kind of coming in more than it was coming out. So I had to figure out how to get that to, like, be properly put. But the entirety of the video is um, done together, put together in the same way. And right now, all I'm doing is just like, as I'm going through it, I'm listening to what is being said and taking out the parts that I don't need, and then kind of making my cuts and my positioning to where it needs to be. And so at some points in the video it's kind of too quiet, so I was thinking of even separating the clip so that it's on a different track, so I can level the audio with a different track. But in the end, it kind of seemed fine, and I kind of really I cut a lot of it out just because it wasn't pertaining to the video. It was more just them waiting for people to get together, and that's what a lot of Cheese's videos. He gave me about half an hour of footage to edit, and I cut it down to about 12 minutes. All because you can see right here, like a lot of the times he's not really talking, or he's not really entertaining, or he's not trying to be entertaining. He's more just like, okay, we got to get together. Let's get into the right park, in the right spot, so that we can actually play. So again, the very first pass through of any kind of video that I go through is to look at what is needed and what's just like garbage to throw out. And I tell Cheese a lot, like, just keep the thing recording, because I'm sure there's going to be a point where there's going to be something that I want to use, and it will be good for the video in some way or form, some form or fashion, right? So we go into the actual meat of the video, where they're actually playing. And here I'm kind of taking off a little bit, kind of taking off what I can, and you can kind of see that I'm making marks as to where I can do little sound bites or I can do little cuts. And he kind of sneezed here. I took it out. Whatever, just take it out. But on this moment, I'm putting all my markers so I know like this is a part where you can add a sound effect, or this is a part where you can add some kind of funny thing to that to make the video um, to make the video funny, or to at least make the video at least in some way entertaining. There he got a an air ball, and he reacted in some way. So I gave the floor the entire screen of Cheeseaholic of that exact moment of him getting the air ball. And again, he reacts again, and I do the same thing. I size it to a point. Now, what you could do really easily is, because it's the same framing, he doesn't really move around on screen. You can easily get the same motion, like all the position and everything from the previous video, and just copy it and paste it onto the next clip where you have the reaction. So that way you're not, having to shape everything to where it needs to be. You just copy and paste the scene. Again, here he kind of does a little reaction, so I copy and paste that into that and onto that spot as well. And again, always save your progress, guys. Don't ever lose anything. So yeah, the first pass through is all that. That's all it is. All it is just me going through the video, looking at where I need to add my edits, and kind of do little quick cuts so that I'm able to actually have the cut done really nicely and put in really well. So again, there I did another edit so that it shows the emphasis on the actual shot going in, or the miss, whatever it may have been, and the gameplay just goes on as is, naturally and normally, like any other kind of video. And at this point, I'm kind of watching through it, kind of going through the video just to see what he is talking about and what is needed to be added. If there's anything in between that needs to be taken out, that like a lot of the stuff might not be needed. At the very end, you can kind of see that I left it all there. I'm going through it just to see, like, okay, do I need any of this? Probably not. Let's get rid of it. So a lot of times you gotta make sure that a lot of the stuff that you're doing is important, is pertaining to what the video is about. And if there's anything that you need to cut out, like to actually kick to the curve, then do it. But always have it in a way that it's there. Here he's adding the code to what he's given to the player, because the whole premise of the video was, okay, I did this thing last time where I gave a person that if they shot all 21 points into the game, or in this game, I'll give them 1,000,000 VC. The VC is the coins that you get for NBA 2K19. So now what he did in this one is that every bucket that you make, every shot that you make, gives you 100K, and that's what he did with the whole thing. So that part right there is very important to show that he's actually giving the code. And right now he's waiting for the response of the video, or of getting the code, and that's where you show the whole thing, right? So right here, I'm trying to do this little thing so that I can actually get like a transition of time to be part here. And I have already all the things, like you just add the text. That the Roboto text is what I use a lot for my videos. And here I'm just kind of getting the color down just to get how it looks like and placing it. Something very quick, nothing really too crazy. A lot of people do, when they have like the time passing, they do the SpongeBob thing, and I kind of think that's overplayed, but it's still funny, it's still usable, it's still good to do. So I mean, use it. I don't know how the creators of SpongeBob feel about that, but essentially it's there. So again, the whole video is going, this is still my first pass through. This is still me going through the video the first time just to see what I need to add and what I need to remove. And you can see at the very end here, I need to get the right ending to be done so that I can just continue on with the video. And any kind of ending to your video is going to be good enough, because what you're going to do is just like say, okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Here is the point and where I'm ending the video. I'll see you guys next time. And then the video ends, right? a lot of the times at the very end of the video, the viewer will just like cut out and just like peace out before you even say bye, right? So don't be too scared about how it is. People have end cards, people have outros. However you want to do it, it's all okay. Now this is me just watching the video again to see where I am, to where I'm currently am at in the video, to see if there's any kind of like pauses or breaks or kind of cuts that halt the flow of the video. And then from there I'm able to actually do kind of edits where I need to make. So here, because of my marks, I'm going through all my marks and just adding the marks that I need to add, or add the sound bites or sound clips that I need to add. So the first two clips that I did just now are all the buckets that he hit, all the shots that he made. And from there I'm able to just say, okay, those two are done, perfectly fine. Now let's do all the ones that he missed, all the shots that he missed. So because I have all these sound effects that I got from the internet, like whatever compilation, you can go to literally any video and say, oh, that was pretty funny. What was that? I'm gonna go find it. I'll download it. There's a lot of websites out there that have buttons that you press, and it automatically gives you that sound bite. You can use Audacity to either record it off of the computer, or even just get that sound bite as an MP4 or wave from a website, whatever it is, right? So again, just going through the clips, and I kind of see there's another part here that was kind of funny. It was kind of crying, so I'll get the clip from that and just kind of cut around it, and then put the sound bite there so that it's in some way funny, right? Again, just going through all the clips and looking at where I could add more sound bites. And just because there's no marker there from the beginning doesn't mean that you can't later on go to that clip and add stuff to it. So now I'm gonna add the music that I have that goes to the video. And because he had music playing in the background in the beginning, I'm gonna leave that there for a little bit. Hopefully there's no copyright infringement on that video, but the song that I use on my end is should be good. Now here's the beep, the censors. He likes to censor his videos, and thankfully he's not been too aggressive with his swear words. So it's good that I got that out of there. It's good that I got that out of there. Um, but yeah, so right now I'm just going through all the clips, anything that I want to keep, anything I don't want to keep. I take it out, I move things around, um, and I just all in all just making sure that whatever I'm doing is good for the entire video. Going through another pass through. This is probably the third time that I've gone through the clips just to see if there's anything I can add. And now I'm cutting the music, the underneath music, or the ambient music that I have, the hip hop ambient music that's under, around the points of where those audio cues are, so that you can easily hear the audio cues in the second track. Again, just going through the video, and pretty much the video is pretty much done because I have all the video edited, and it's just like the additional stuff to see if there's anything that I really want to add to kind of give the more kick, right? Maybe there was a clip here that I didn't like. Maybe there was something over there that I didn't like, or it should be louder. Whatever it is, you go through the video at least 3 or 4 times to actually finally get the effect that you want. Over here I put a monochrome punch to get that sad feel of the video. And from there, the ending just works. I try to get the ending to look nice, and I get the nice fade away from the end there. But all in all, that's pretty much all of the video, and getting everything organized and together is probably the biggest thing. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Really, this video was really fun to edit, and hopefully in the future you guys have more stuff for me to edit for you as well. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll make sure to check out the comments to see if there's anything that you guys have any questions with. I'm more than happy to answer anything. If you guys need anything in the future, please let me know. Follow all my social media down below. Follow all the things that I do down below. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. Bye-bye.